Hello everybody, welcome back to Sarah Plays Vlad von Carstein and Immortal Empires. So we got this battle up against Franz. The Franz, okay, so he's got a little bit of a garrison. The auto-resolve says I lose just that one Grave Guard unit. I will fight this because I think you guys want me to fight it, even though it scares me. But I'm still gonna fight it. He doesn't have any heroes. He's got a banged up garrison. Does have the fancy purple mortars and Hellblaster volley guns. That's not ideal. War wagon grenade launchers, Knights of the Blazing Sun, Reichsguard, Empire Knight Greyswords, Knights of More. So he's got some cavalry, which is probably going to do some damage to me, but I mean, come on, we'll just see how this goes. And hopefully I don't lose half my army. If you've watched my videos, you know I often say that I have the option to reload a save. And I have reloaded saves in the past, but even if the battle is worse, sometimes I will just roll with it and just call it good. So as long as, so here's my conditions. Vlad must not die. Isabella must not die. Emmanuel must not die. If the Banshee dies, that's unfortunate, but I can live with that. I just don't want the big three dying. Let's see. I could probably lose the rest of the army and still be okay as long as I win. Now, if I lose the battle, then we're gonna talk, because I don't want to go from a Pyrrhic victory losing one unit to like a defeat where I lose my whole army. So, alrighty, we're in the snowy lands. Franz is flying. I do feel like Isabella might be able to take Franz. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe with spells. I am going to Vanguard deploy everybody, though. How should I do this? I'm going to get mauled by artillery, but again, that's kind of just what's going to happen. So I've got the Reichsguard and these greatsword guys on the outside. I don't know why they put them over here, because they're still going to have to run this way to get to me. So let's see, move these guys over. I'm inclined to have these guys kind of on the outside because they are the anti-large dudes. The Blood Knights are also anti-large, so they might be helpful against cavalry on that side. And then I've got Graveguard just kind of down the middle. I'm wondering if I should like spread out a wee bit just to avoid the artillery damage. We're just going to be like running in though, so it's probably not going to be too advantageous. And then I got my Vargulf. And a Vargulf, and a Vlad, and Banshee, and Isabella, which I put them back on their flying mounts. Oh, and the corpse cart. And the Morgulls. So the Morgulls are ish fast. They're anti-infantry. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna take some casualties here. Part of me is almost curious, because Vlad is level 31. I shouldn't do this, but I kind of want to. I just kind of want to see, like, how would Vlad do against the army with just him and Isabella and Emmanuel. That's foolish. But he's pretty strong. Oh. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. Okay, I won't. Okay, so let's see. I kind of want my Graveguard to move up. And I guess I could... I had them split up, but now I'm wondering if I should just engage. And then I have the Spirit Host, who are good as support. It says that they're good at flanking. So support, be in exposed flanks of allies or enemies in comparison to fighting on fair ground. So I could have these guys on the flank, but they move faster than the Grave Guard, so they're gonna get there faster. So maybe I should have them just like hang out here. I don't like it. They are ethereal, but I don't like it. I'm gonna have Vlad just charge in here, Isabella and Emmanuel. I think I'm gonna have them try to go after Franz. They're gonna get sniped, something fierce probably. Melissa's quite speedy. Alright, and then these guys, I'm gonna have you come over this direction. So these are crossbowmen. So I might have the Vargulf go after these guys. And have the Vargulf come over here, the peasant bowmen. And then these guys come up and kind of act on the flank. I don't know, I'm gonna have to micromanage this probably. But I could give Vlad speed. Oh, I don't want to waste my winds of magic though. Was hoping that the artillery would... Oh, ouch, that hurts. I was hoping that the artillery would go after Vlad, but that does not seem to be the case. Okay, so I'm gonna have Isabella... Alright, Vlad's taking a lot of heat from the crossbowmen. I'm gonna use this Storm of Night on Franz. What else do we got over here? We've got our cavalry. These guys are infantry. Kind of want them to come up the line and go after the archers. But. Have her go after them. They're gonna get shot up getting there. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all, but I might just be doing a lot of pausing here. So Isabella also has this. But I also could have her go after the artillery as well. And we do have a Wind of Death spell, which might be helpful to pass down the line here. Pass down the line of infantry, the men-at-arms. The men-at-arms are a Bretonia unit, aren't they? No, Franz is going to go after her. Okay, so Vargulf's taken a lot of damage. Vargulf is going to die, probably. So I don't have my Morn goals going anywhere, do I? Alright, so they seem to be winning over there. Okay, so we took a lot of damage. The Vargulf, I wonder if I can... Probably not going to be able to get him out of harm's way. He's probably just going to die. Here's the Empire Captain. I kind of want to get Vlad. Oh, I do have a Wind of Death spell on Vlad, though. Where would be a good spot to throw that down? Just one use of that. I want to make sure I do it well. I mean, this kind of still seems like a nice line to go down. Yeah, this Vargulf, I don't think I'm going to be able to save him. Can certainly try, but holy cow, look at their face. It's just that my infantry is so slow. Have Vlad come in here and also assist. Give himself melee attack and a buff here. Okay, so Vargulf may be out of harm's way for the most part. Okay, now I've got Isabella, who is fighting the artillery. Let's see, let's give her a bonus and have that proc. And then I can cast this on Franz. Alright, and Melissa, she's right in the middle of things. This is Tomb Scream, which is leadership melee attack. So I could give her this and give her Tomb Scream. Vargulf is in there. Okay, stable binding. I'm going to get him out of harm's way. Okay. I'm going to melee attack on Emperor Carl Franz. She is taking some damage, so I want to be aware of that. Okay, these guys are not moving. So let's have them come in here. I had them queued up. I would like them to just come over here. These guys also could go up against, like, Reichsguard. Yeah, these ones. The Reichsguard are probably not going to stay there, but... Okay, who are we fighting here? The War Wagon grenade launchers. The Morghuls are holding their own, but they are taking some damage, as is Vlad. Okay, these guys are taking some damage. These are Graveguard. I'd like them to come in and have the Spirit Host back up just a wee bit. This is Power Recharge, so I do have a Pit of Shades that I could proc right here. Okay, just proc Pit of Shades there. It's gonna use all my...
For my lord husband!
Let's see. No. Okay, so Vlad. Let's see, where's he needed the most? Okay, so these guys are just standing around. So I definitely don't want people just standing around. Okay, that Pit of Shades was nice. Nice. All right, I'm going to have actually them come over here. So let's have you come in and hit them from the flank. Okay, Spirit Hosts. Yeah, I would like you to come over here. No, the Vargulf, he's kind of low on health. I kind of want to just have him hang out there.
Isabella von Carstein.
Okay, so Vlad also has, Gaze of Nagash, strong versus single unit. So where is Vlad at? Vlad's over here, so I could have that on the crossbowman. Oh, hopefully that doesn't hurt my cavalry. That was a pretty, like, fun charge, though. Okay, so now Vlad's not doing anything, so let's bring Vlad over here. Spirit Host, Graveguard, Vargulf. This other Vargulf is kind of in the thick of it. Alright, so let's try to consolidate my troops here. Alright, have you take down the Huntsman. Okay, this is Isabella. This is Emmanuel's on the ground. So I do have a Penumbral Pendulum. Not sure where exactly I should have that go off. Seems like everybody's fleeing. Maybe that's not wise. Okay, these guys are taking a lot of damage, but Vlad is there, so they could back off. These guys... Cavalry... The Morghuls... Oh, I have the Blood Knights. Oh, the Blood Knights are over there. So I could have the Morghuls go up against these guys, and I have the Halberds. Okay, so that's what I want. Have the Morghuls chase them down. Okay, so who's this? Flagellants.
Vlad von Carstein.
Maybe you also chase after the great swords. Okay, who is not shattered? Alright, I think we won. I think... Except the Flagellants are Nope, that's not the word for them. They are unbreakable. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I do kind of want to try to take out as many of them as I can. Alright, I could get the Vargulf in here. Is he going to take extra damage? Just try to get the speedier guys. Let's see, who else? The Morghuls are sort of fast. Can Have these guys also go after them. Isabella could go after some. Also have Isabella heal herself, and Vlad heal per second. Could cast this on Melissa. I do have some winds of magic now.
Tremble, mortals!
Isabella probably has the better. Let's see. Cast that on the Grave Guard. Yeah. Okay, so we can speed this up just a little bit till everybody's off the map. Okay, so I already used the... Oh, that was the melee attack. Oh, no, that was the healing one. Okay. And I don't think I have any other healing. Oh, I guess she didn't really take any damage, though, so this is just a self thing. Yeah. If I can heal the Vargulf before anybody gets off the map. Oh, he's so far. Come meet her. Meet her. Ah, darn it. Oh well, decisive victory I will take over Pyrrhic victory. That Pit of Shades must have crushed. Also, the Mournguls were on fire. The Flagellants, this Flagellant unit did pretty well. The War Wagons did too, but I figured as much with grenade launchers. They could just spew and hit my really slow infantry. I'm very glad I did not lose that Vargulf. I would have been very upset had that happened. Because that is my... I think that's my higher level one. Maybe not. It's gold, so I just assume that it's higher tier. But yeah, Franz didn't do, like, anything. The ability that Vlad and Isabella have for flying enemies is just pretty crazy. I think that was, like, all of the damage he took was just that. And it's funny because, like, the one unit that, like, took no damage are these men-at-arms. And I think they're the Bretonnian unit that he had. So it's like, okay, well. They probably just ran away. The lower level Bretonnia infantry is not known for their high leadership. Alrighty. Sweet. Sweet. Alrighty, so now let's see what we want to do here. I want to level up my people. Gambler's armor. That's actually not bad. Even though it's like the lowest tier armor, the ward save and armor is really not bad.
Unstoppable.
So she has a Night Shroud, armor and melee defense. I'm tempted to give her ward save. But maybe there's somebody else that would benefit from that. Let's see. Let's do...
I am Vlad.
I'll do the Gambler's armor on her, and then I can put the Night Shroud on one of these ladies. Arcane item, Scroll of Power.
Champion of the Dark. What do you want?
What do you want? I want to fuse these together. Oh, got another Night Shroud, so that I can put on this other lady.
No.
Okay. Now for those people that leveled up. So we have Vlad. Do I want to go Grave Guard or do I want to go Cavalry? I'll go my... Well, the other one is the Vargulf would be nice. Charge bonus for Vargulf, Vargeist, Terrorgeist. Oh, boy. I'm going to go Cavalry.
All shall know me.
Okay, Isabella, Aura of Dark Majesty. That's just leadership aura. I think I will go with weapon strength, hit points, melee defense. I'll go with weapon strength.
Lord of the Night.
Okay, Emmanuel. We have some options. Too many options, I would say. I'll just go weapon strength. So right now, her weapon strength... Okay, so she's not as good as Isabella. Isabella also has a bonus versus infantry, which she does not, but that's okay.
ground.
Okay, so hidden paths. What's this? Campaign movement when not embedded. Speed 10%. Notorious. See, this is enemy battle reinforcement time. Ambush success chance. Hero action cost. Hero action success chance. That's a lot of points to spend. Oh, just 4 points. Hero action cost. Own characters in region. That's really not bad. And people were telling me that I should not have her in the army and I should have her assassinate. So I might end up doing that. I'm probably gonna have her leave the army and then I will send her to assassinate people. So Rudiger zu Krugenheim has like a very interesting army. He's over at Drakenhof. No, where does he at? Rudiger.
I will alone.
So he's got a lot of skeletons. Do I want to give him his own stuff or do I want to buff his units or do I want to give him Wind of Death? I kind of want to give him Wind of Death, but what's this? Ooh, this is kind of nice. Okay, actually I think I want to go with that. The Ordo Draconis. Just sounds cool.
Better be important.
For her, I'm going to do replenish troops for now. And that solves that. So, Rudiger zu Krugenheim has already moved. I think we ended the turn. Yes, we ended the turn with Vlad up against Franz. So, do you have a turn?
I'll ignore that.
Armin?
Who shall we destroy? Death awaits.
Okay, guess that I can't do that this turn. Alright, so for my places here, Southern Sylvania. So I could go Vargulf here, I could go full garrison, I could go Graveguard here, which would be kind of nice. But I could go tier 3. That's looking pretty good. So Averland could go tier 3. Mootland could go tier 3. Vertbad. I think I'm gonna go Vertbad. And then we've got all of these other places. So I was... Okay, here's Grimhold. Ah, okay. Because last time they were like, you have not seen this territory yet. Part of me wants to try to see if Durthu would take Carrick Asgaraz. Because I certainly don't really need it. This would be a very unlikely alliance. Oh, he's got trade agreements with Bretonia. Oh, look at that. We could shoot all the way up to defensive alliance. And he gives me 2,300. I don't know that I want defensive alliance, though. I'm fine with non-aggression. Oh, man, he's going to be a pain in the butt, isn't he? So I could go trade and non-aggression. 40. Wow. Military access. But he doesn't really have a ton of area that I need to access. I don't have any alliances right yet. I'm very tempted to take a defensive alliance with Durthu. But he's at war with Ikitclaw. And people were saying that I should try... Yeah, I feel like the defensive alliance might be risky. Trade? I'll go with trade. That might even come back to haunt me, but at least I got some money out of it because I need money.
Carstein.
Alright, so here, this is money. Oh, minus 21% is so sad. Growth. Alright, so Averland, I think I should bump that up to tier 3. Griffinwood, I'm going to go... Oh, goodness. Growth at Mootland, Northern Sylvania. Because it's starting to get to the point where I have growth-ish. I just don't have money. Let's see, Essen. I could throw in... What do I already have here? Oh, the fancy building. That's control. Plus 35%. That's not too bad. It's only 450. And I could also do the grave guard here. Yeah, I'll do that. Anybody else want to trade? Clan Verms. Yeah, I already said I didn't want to get into it with Clan Verms. West Linden, no one wants to peace treaty again. Okay, I think I've done pretty much everything. I do have another blood kiss, so I could awaken another of this guy. Constant casualty replenishment rate, unit capacity control, or the Strigoi. Campaign movement range for armies, vampire corruption. An army's base campaign movement can be increased with no limits. I'm gonna awaken. All right. I think everybody else has moved, so that was a very long turn, but at least there was a battle thrown in there, so it wasn't a wasted turn. And I do need to, like you guys said, I do need to change my map color because I complained about that last time, and I have how many hours into this game and didn't realize that you could change your color, so that would have been so helpful for me all these years I've played Warhammer. Still learning new things. I think sometimes I just get caught up in like complacency of like playing the game the same way, and I don't ever like try to find new things or different things with the game, so.
My bloodline calls.
Alrighty, so Red Duke's gonna colonize Kurgenheim.
Ready.
And then we've got Rudiger, who was heading towards Bishafen.
Kill them. Raise them.
That's gonna be rough, though. But I do have enough vampire corruption. He's not taking attrition there, at least. Okay, Herman is gonna try to take Aldebrand again. 92%.
Kill!
That's what we like to see.
I will not betray you.
The von Carstein.
Okay. Now Vlad is pretty much good to go. We've got Boris Todbringer at Helmgart. So that we're looking at a small fort garrison and Boris, who's thrown in just regiments of renown and like elector count units. So that's kind of funny.
What?
But I think I might take this fort
Death and destruction.
just to cut off this. Ugh. It's a siege battle. But outside of like Boris's army. Alright, I'm just gonna encircle for right now. It's not ideal. But I have no problem fighting that. I just don't want to fight it as a siege battle. I probably should do that more often, but I just don't really want to. So let's see, replenish troops. I'll just go for full that. Now Isabella leveled up again, so I'll give her just weapon strength. And I guess I could just pop that up. So now I've got 50 money, and I'll do one turn. Now Carrick Norn wants peace. But right now they're not as much of a threat to me. I think Gorbad is doing a good job at neutralizing them. So let me send this around. We'll see what happens. And if Todd does not fight back to make this a map battle, then I'll try the siege battle maybe. He just has so many dumb units. And he didn't, of course. Although, if the auto-resolve is not going to make me lose a unit, then part of me is like, well, just auto-resolve it. But where's the fun in that, right? That Franz battle I thought was going to be a lot worse than it was, and that didn't turn out to be too bad, so.
Then and only then shall I hear thine words.
Look, guys, we've crawled our way up to rank 5. There was a time when I was like on the verge of quitting the campaign because things were not going well. Alright, so they did not relent. And now I still lose the spirit host. So what do we have here? So spearman shields, huntsmen, crossbowmen, handgunners, war wagons, great cannons, mortars, and then this. I don't know. I'll leave it off here, and then we'll just have to see how things are when I pick it up again and play it out. I mean, I probably should play it out. And if he does not gain supplies because of Grimhammer, then maybe this will be not as bad as I'm thinking. So maybe it would be worth a shot. But regardless, I'll leave it off here, and then I'll make the decision next time as to whether I fight it or not. I feel like I should, so maybe we will have a fun siege battle. But that's going to be it for this one, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back and see me in the next one.